to Cookery Corner. And today we are here at Shangri-La Hotel with Executive Chef Paul Dunn. Now Chef, tell us, what are you going to make for us today?
Well, today's menu will be salmon tartar infused with sesame oil, and it goes along with saffron sauce.
Fantastic, saffron. Now that's a very exotic ingredient to use, isn't it, for
Yes.
something like salmon?
Exactly. Saffron is basically a lot of Middle Eastern. You use it in Spain and in Middle Eastern,
Fantastic.
and in Singapore too.
Okay, so this would be a Western dish but infused with very Asian characteristics?
Exactly. What we have right now here is the olive oil,
Okay,
and we have the apple juice,
apple juice.
and we have this light soya sauce, and sesame oil,
Okay. Heavy cream.
cream, mayonnaise, salmon tartar.
Excellent.
Go backward, that's the chopped
Parsley
parsley,
a little bit.
tomato cubes,
Tomatoes.
white vinegar,
Nice.
and apple cubes.
Fantastic. And I can see a mixed salad
Mixed
there
salad,
as well.
yes, and a good glaze of fish stock, good strong fish stock,
Excellent. And of course our saffron.
our saffron, and
Okay.
some chopped shallots. First, we need to reduce the fish stock.
Okay. Now did you make this in the hotel, this fish stock?
Yes,
Okay, so how did you do it?
just basically using the trimmings from your salmon bones. While we are reducing the stocks, we can proceed in making the salmon. So what we do is get a mixing bowl
Wonderful.
and
Pour it in.
pour it in.
Now salmon is such a wonderful type of seafood to use, isn't it?
Exactly.
So high in protein and so
And so
rich.
healthy. And chop shallots into the
Great.
salmon, just a little bit.
Now this is a tartare, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay. So that means, if I'm not wrong, it involves no cooking for the salmon.
No, it's raw.
It's raw. Okay.
Another way to eat sashimi.
Fantastic. So it's also a little bit of Japanese fusion right there, isn't
Exactly.
it? Okay.
And here you are, some apple cubes
Okay.
mixed into the tartar.
Great. And as you all know at home, an apple a day keeps the
The
doctor
doctor
away.
away.
It's good for the body, and it has this amazing crunchiness, which is always wonderful.
You're going to put a little bit of apple juice.
Okay. So we have the apples itself, and then a bit of juice as well.
Yeah.
The 2 spoons right there.
Yeah.
Mix it in.
Yeah.
Now, apple juice is very zesty, very tangy.
Yeah, it has a tangy sweet flavor. It
Yeah.
gives you the tangy flavor at the end of your bite.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay.
Just a little bit of vinegar to slightly actually
Cook it.
cook it. Right?
Yes, yes. Now, if you don't like to use vinegar, the other alternative is lemon juice, isn't that right?
Exactly.
Yes. Because lemon and vinegar have similar properties in that they actually can cook the salmon to a certain extent.
Exactly.
So you don't feel like you're eating something so raw.
Then after that, you go along with all your Asian
Asian
fusion.
sauces. Okay, so we
Okay.
have our French influences right here.
Yes.
A little
And
bit of
then now-
Japanese influence.
And now you go with this, a little bit of olive oil.
Okay,
Yeah. Then this is your sesame oil.
wonderful. So just like a teaspoon of each?
Yes. And this is your light soya sauce.
Great.
Okay. Mix them together.
Wonderful.
Next one,
Parsley.
chop parsley to give a
Okay.
color and also some flavors.
Great.
Right?
Parsley is honestly a wonderful type of herb to eat, and it's very common in Italian food, and
Exactly.
more so these days in Asian cooking as well.
You're
isn't
most right.
it?
Yeah. The final touch
Yes.
of this salmon tartar is
Mayonnaise.
the mayonnaise.
Okay.
Just 1 tablespoon will do.
Just 1 tablespoon, so just a slight
Tablespoon,
amount.
yes.
Okay. The thing with mayonnaise is most mayonnaise actually, they contain egg, but these days you can actually use very light
Just-
mayonnaise
yes.
or egg-free mayonnaise.
Yeah. No eggs mayonnaise.
Yeah. So the good thing is, if you want to say keep it healthy, you can actually use not the not the heavy mayonnaise, but the low-fat version of it.
Exactly.
And it's much
So
better.
It's almost done.
Okay.
Just a pinch of salt,
Great, wonderful.
and that's it.
Just a pinch of salt and mix it all up.
Yes. Once this is done, mix it all up. Keep into the chiller
Okay,
until
so
you're dressing it. your
How
sauce.
long will this go in the fridge for?
Just 10 minutes, 5
Just
minutes?
10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay,
As long
okay.
as your sauce is ready,
Great.
you are ready to serve. While the salmon is chilling, let's take a look at the sauces.
Okay,
It's almost
fantastic.
ready.
Yes,
it's
and
already
it's
been
reduced.
thickened. Yes. It looks
Okay.
it's very glazy now.
And the color has changed
Yes.
to a more sort of like a honey kind of color.
Exactly. The next
Okay.
step right now, what we need to do is to add the cream,
Heavy cream.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is it better to use heavy cream?
so that the sauces, while you are using cream for boiling,
Okay.
it's good to use heavy cream because your sauces won't break.
Oh, I I see.
You see, it has enough fat content to bind your ingredients together.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are a bit too fluffy.
Exactly, and it will break easily. You can't hold it for more than 3 hours.
Oh, right.
The sauces is almost ready.
Yes,
now
beautiful.
I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to add just a pinch of saffron.
Saffron. Now
Just a few stigma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a few right there, like about 10.
Yep.
Saffron in the culinary world is actually known as gold. Isn't that right?
Yeah, right.
Because it's so expensive. It's the world's most expensive spice to buy.
Yeah.
And did you know, one purple crocus saffron flower, and just 3 threads come out of it. And to make an ounce of saffron, for example, which is about maybe this much, it takes 14,000 threads.
That's
or
right.
5,000
Stigma.
flowers. Yeah,
They
the
call it
stigmas of it.
saffron stigma.
So it's so expensive to buy, and it's cultivated in the Middle East,
In Spain, even in India they have.
Even in India, exactly.
Yeah,
and
even
it's
in
used
India.
for that rich red color.
Exactly. Now I have a bowl of salad. Okay.
Right.
In this salad, I have a mixture of basil. I have a mixture of tomato and
Onions right
onion rings.
there.
You know, basically you just call it masculine salad.
Okay.
Masculine salad is a mixture of every salad has how much
All
as
the
you want.
greens and everything. Okay, so
Exactly.
like a mixed garden salad, that sort of thing.
Now, I'm going to introduce a dressing here that is not in the list here.
Great. What is that?
This is Italian vinaigrette.
Okay, Italian vinaigrette.
Yes,
right.
it's just basically olive oil and vinegar and some onions, and you can get it at supermarket if you don't want to make it at home.
And how is this different from regular vinaigrettes that you can buy?
Well, this is basically more healthy in a way.
Healthier,
Yeah,
okay.
healthy. Italian vinaigrette are more healthy. They're not cream based. They're just oil based.
Not cream based.
And
Okay.
olive oil is always good for your heart.
So just a few spoons in there.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. See, the
Wonderful.
shallots is here, inside the
Beautiful,
shallots.
Yes. It smells so good.
Yeah, here you are,
Amazing.
and that's done. That's done.
Fantastic. Just mix it up a little.
Yeah,
Okay.
and later we'll present it on a plate.
Great.
Oh, look, Lina, my salmon is ready.
It is indeed.
Yeah, you notice the color of the salmon?
It is a little different. It's
Exactly.
not as orangey pink. It's a little bit more white. That's
Yes.
a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Okay.
It means that the vinegar has taken the process in terms of cooking the salmon
Oh,
inside.
yes, indeed.
Yeah. Next, we use a mold, a cutter or a mold.
This is just a regular, like a cookie cutter or something you can
Exactly.
buy.
You can buy it as long as it's round, and you can whatever shape that you want to present
Fantastic. Okay. So here we are.
it. Okay.
We're tossing it around.
Yes. Put it
Just
into
going
exactly
to-
into the ring.
Scoop it up like this nicely. Do I need to press it down?
You can press slightly. Yes.
Okay, but not so much.
We're going to present this little beautiful salad
With our Italian
just on the
vinaigrettes.
side here.
Okay.
Yeah. The final step: fish sauce reduced with saffron and also with cream, and that's it.
That's it. Okay. Lovely. Very nice. And you can see the stigmas of the saffron so visible in that little sauce. Wonderful.
Okay.
You know, Chef, one of my favorite parts of this cooking show is trying the food after all that cooking. So while we just made this amazing dish, and I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay, so
So let's dig in.
yes, indeed. Okay, so let's try a bit of the salmon here with a bit of the sauce. There we go. Amazing. The apples are crunchy. The salmon is delicious,
Yes.
and the sauce is a perfect flavor to the whole dish. And then you have this great garden salad as well. What do you think?
I like it. Because it's my dish.
Exactly, and it's wonderful. That's up to you, Chef. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
So while I enjoyed this, Chef, I hope you guys make it at home as well. And we'll see you next time in Cookery Corner. Goodbye.
Bye.
Welcome to Cookery Corner, where you at home learn to cook like a pro. And with us today here at the Shangri-La Hotel in Guangzhou is Chef Paulton. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now tell
Nice to
us,
see you,
what
Lina.
is on today's menu?
Okay, today's menu will be crab meat lasagna with its own juice, crab meat coulis
Fantastic.
with oven dried tomato. Okay, this is chopped shallots, and this is the oven dried tomato.
Excellent.
It depends on how you want to dry it. You can dry it. Basically, what I did was to blanch the tomato, cut it into half,
Okay.
remove the seed, remove the skin, put it into the oven on a tray with olive oil, salt, pepper, and sugar.
Right, and then we
And-
cook it.
And you bake it for about 7 hours at 70 degrees Celsius.
And then we have live
Next is
crabs.
the live crab.
Now these are very smaller crabs, so they're
Yes.
actually easier to use, isn't it?
Yes, you can use any other crabs, but I chose this crab because it's live, it's lively today.
Good.
We have celery,
Okay.
we have carrots, and we have leeks. Basically, when you combine them together, you call them mirepoix in
Ah.
French.
Mirepoix.
Mirepoix is a combination of carrot, celery, leek, and onion.
Right, so it's like a soup base.
This is the base for making stock, sauces, and soup.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow. Olive oil.
So
right
this is
there.
olive oil. This is still the double cream,
Wonderful.
butter cubes. This is oven-dried eggplant. We dry it
So
ourselves.
same process as the oven-dried tomatoes.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this is the crab that we
Great.
boil the crab and remove the meat, and that's where
Right.
you keep the shells to make the coulis later.
I see. I see.
Next, this is eggplant also, but it's not oven dried, but it's steamed.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Remove the skin, cut it into cubes, steam it in the oven with olive oil. Finish.
Great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay.
Okay. This is the tomato that is going to go together with the mirepoix that you're going to cook
okay.
your coulis with.
Excellent.
That's
Right.
it. And
our lasagna.
lasagna. Lasagna you can get it anywhere. Pasta
Exactly.
you can get it anywhere in the supermarket in a box. Get it square, rectangular, any kind of shape that you want.
A bit of trivia on lasagna. It actually originated, it's a Greek word, and it means pot. And then the Romans adopted it, the Italians rather, and they took it over and they said, you know what, we're going to call this dish lasagna. It was actually the pot they were cooking it in.
Yes.
And that's how the name lasagna actually
Comes
came
from.
about.
Yes. First, what we're going to do is to cook the coulis. Right?
Okay.
Because it takes a little bit longer while we are
Right.
cooking the coulis, we can actually proceed to the rest of the
Okay.
ingredients.
Okay.
First, we got to heat up the pan
Great.
and you got to put in your olive oil a little bit.
Olive oil. Okay,
Right?
so maybe a couple of
2 tablespoons
2
would be good.
tablespoons there.
Okay. And
We have our butter.
yes, add 2 cubes of butter
2 cubes.
or 4 cubes of
okay.
butter is good.
Fantastic. And this is bubbling away.
You
Beautiful.
can see it's bubbling away. Add all your mirepoix in.
Okay, great. So our chopped carrots, our leeks.
While you add the mirepoix, you add
Okay.
in your celery.
Great. So carrots are there. The butter is cooking away. We've got
with
our
olive
leeks.
oil, yeah.
Beautiful. Carrots are there. Beautiful.
Add in your tomato to get in the
Wonderful.
flavors.
Okay. It's so easy to make this mirepoix, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
So simple.
Now you add in your
Crab. Okay. So these are the remains of the crab that we actually took all the meat out, and this is all you have left, isn't it?
that's right. Add in your cream.
The cream. Okay. Now, do you recommend using the cream before it's going to be cooked, or before it's fully cooked, or just while it's already ready?
The cream is supposed to cook together with the crab.
Together with the crab. Okay.
Yeah. Slightly mash the crab a little bit so that you can get the flavor out from the
Okay.
to the soup. Now we're going to cook the eggplant.
Okay.
Okay, what we need to do is heat up a pan, pour in a bit of olive oil, again
Right.
like maybe 1 tablespoon,
Okay.
should be good. You can see the heat.
Yes.
Add in this eggplant cube inside. That's it.
Wonderful. Now, eggplant is honestly an amazing vegetable to use.
Very nice.
It's very rich in phytonutrients, which is actually very, very good for the body.
Yes.
Along with your vitamins, your minerals, and all of that, and it tastes great as well. It's the same family as peppers and tomatoes.
Yes, they are.
It grows on vines and it just hangs from there.
Yes,
isn't it?
and when it's ready, you just have to pluck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, since the coulis are cooking, the eggplant is ready.
Yes.
The last stage, if you're going to do, is you're going to cook the crab meat.
Crab meat, fantastic. Okay.
First, I need some butter and
Butter
olive oil.
And olive oil. Now, crab meat is really, really a wonderful seafood to eat as well.
Yes.
So much omega-3 fatty acids, so good for the body.
Exactly.
Plenty of protein, plenty of, lots of low cholesterol, very low in cholesterol, very, very low in carbohydrates as well.
Yes,
But the only thing with crab, it's a bit expensive, isn't it?
that's right.
And you have to sort of have a lot of crabs to get little meat.
That's right.
But it's worth it.
It depends on how big your crab is. too.
Exactly, that is true. If you have these little fellas, you might not get so much crab meat from them, but
But
it
you get
still
very
tastes
nice,
good.
nice crab meat.
Yeah.
They're sweet.
More sweeter than the bigger ones, isn't
Yeah,
it? Okay. The crab meat is very, very popular in Chinese cooking as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
In fact, in Chinese cooking, it's the most popular.
Most popular, more than Western style cooking.
Yes, yes.
And also in Thai cooking and
Thai
Asian
cook-
cooking.
Basically Asian, right?
Basically Asian,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then now I put in this oven-dried eggplant.
Okay. Which you told us how to make earlier. We'll just mix it in. Lovely.
And while the coulis is braising, we need to use a little bit of the sauce.
Okay. So you can see the color has already come out right there.
Yeah.
And it is so beautiful. This beautiful, rich red color is there. So we're going to mix it a little bit in. That color is from the tomatoes, isn't it?
Yes.
The red color.
And also the roll from the crab.
From the crab roll. Ah, lovely. Lovely.
Nice.
And it smells so good. So good. Okay, fantastic.
There you are.
It's so easy to make. So simple.
Done.
Done? That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Now we have to present the dish.
Okay.
Now, Lina,
Yes.
all the cooking has been done.
Okay.
The last part of it is just to blanch the lasagna.
Okay, so lasagna, last step, and then you're done.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to show you. I have a pot of boiling water
Okay.
here. That's already been boiling. Okay. What you need to do is just
Put the
3 pieces of
lasagna.
lasagna,
Great.
square, rectangular, as I said earlier, up
now
to
with
you.
lasagna, it's a wonderful dish because it's so easy to make and it's flat.
So, as the lasagna is poaching, we need to get the cloth here.
Okay.
Just a nice
put it on
clean.
this white cloth.
Yes, remove the lasagna out from the water.
Very hot. Be careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to dry the lasagna on a
not too
white
much water.
cloth.
You don't want to get too much water from your lasagna, right?
Okay. Okay. So the trick is to actually make sure it's quite dry still.
And put
There
it
we
over
go.
here.
Just to keep it like this.
Yes. The first base we will fill up is the eggplant.
Eggplant. Just lay it out there. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And as you can see, this is the second layer, right?
Ah, I see. I get it now.
Put it inside nicely.
Lovely. Okay.
It's good to entertain your guests with this, you know?
It does. It looks so complex, but it's actually a very simple dish to
It's
make.
simple. The last piece of lasagna over it.
On top. Okay.
And then comes this
The
oven-dried
tomatoes.
tomatoes. What you need to do
Which
is
are wonderful.
pick them up, lay them straight,
Straight.
nicely,
Lovely. Okay.
and we just take the scrap coulis and we pour into lasagna.
I'm going to use my spoon so I can scoop it all up easily. There we go. A layer of crab meat, some eggplant, lasagna. It really is an amazing dish and a real crowd pleaser. Whether it's a snack or whether it's a main course, you can dress it up a little. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
By far, one of my favorites. I don't say that too often, but it really is one of my favorites. Thank you,
you.
Chef, once again for
Thank
a
you,
great
Lina.
job.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again at Cookery Corner. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Cookery Corner, where we learn how to make amazing dishes week after week. And with us today from the Shangri-La Hotel here in Guangzhou is Chef Paul, then the executive chef of this hotel. Now, Chef, every week you're teaching us how to make these amazing dishes. And what is on today's menu?
Today's menu will be pan-fried scallops with basmati rice, flavored with pine nuts and curry sauce. This is double cream, as usual. This is the yellow ginger powder, we call it turmeric powder. This is the curry powder. Chopped shallots, we have some asparagus,
Basil
basil
leaves.
leaf, carrot brunoise,
Wonderful.
celery brunoise, yellow and
red
pepper
capsicums.
capsicums, rosemary, chopped parsley, chopped garlic in oil,
Oil. Just regular oil?
regular
Okay.
oil, and this is tomato cubes.
Wonderful.
Okay, and we have fish stocks, our scallops,
Scallops.
white wine,
Great.
and our basic salt and pepper.
Okay, salt and pepper, some butter, olive oil, pine nuts, and of course the basmati rice.
That's right.
Now just looking at all these ingredients, I'm looking at Mediterranean and Italian here with the basil. You've got the Indian influences with the curry and the turmeric.
Exactly.
And then you have your Asians with the garlic and the oils and everything.
Basically, I need to cook the rice first.
Okay.
And we keep it warm in the oven.
Wonderful. Okay. So this is already half cooked.
Yes, it's half
Okay.
cooked, but I still need to saute them.
Great. Now, you know, basmati rice is really, really special because in Sanskrit or in the Indian, the very old sort of dialect, it actually means fragrant one or
Fragrant.
soft rice.
Yes.
And it's very, very characteristic because it doesn't stick together and the grains are longer.
Longer
isn't
grains,
it?
yes,
So it's
that's
like, it's what you call, in the culinary world, it's like the rich kind of rice.
The rich.
Rich rice.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
rich rice.
Okay.
I will put a little bit of butter.
Okay, so a bit of butter into the pot.
Yeah. And again some olive oil.
Olive oil, okay. And then we add our
Shallots.
Okay, so just our chopped shallots. Okay, wonderful.
Toss it a little bit to flavor. Then you add the
Great.
basmati rice.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to sort of evenly cover the basmati rice with the olive oil, butter, and
The shallots.
shallots mixture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next,
And our pine nuts.
pine nuts into the rice.
Fantastic. Now, pine nuts, like most nuts, is actually a very, very rich type of nut to eat.
Yes, it's
And,
expensive nuts,
It's expensive, exactly.
but
And
it's nice. Yeah.
And it's not as common as almonds or something.
The last one we add is the parsley.
Parsley,
Last one, tomato cubes.
tomato cubes. Lovely.
Add a bit of salt.
I mean, I've had this sort of rice many times before, but never made with tomatoes and pine nuts in the mixture.
Yeah,
Lovely.
so grainy.
It's wonderful.
Okay, we put this aside. We keep it warm. Lina, we're going to cook the scallop.
So olive oil goes into the pan directly. Now scallops, like many seafoods, is again very, very rich in omega-3, you know, fatty acids,
Yes, that's
in
right.
vitamins and minerals. But of course, like all seafoods, eat scallops in moderation.
Moderation,
Isn't
that's right. 7 scallops here.
Okay.
What we need to do before we pan fry the scallop, we
Just
could
to-
season it.
Okay.
Season it.
So a bit of salt, bit
And
of pepper.
pepper.
Fantastic.
Okay.
These are basic ingredients in
Basic.
everyone's home.
Yes. Add each scallop to the pan.
Okay, so just sort of put it in the pan very lightly.
Yeah. Color both sides,
Color both sides.
but not to
okay.
overcook it. Not to overcook
And
it.
scallops, they cook very, very quickly, so you don't need more than, say, a minute or two for each
Exactly.
side, isn't it? Okay.
And then add a bit of butter
Bit
to
of
get
butter.
color.
Okay.
Butter gives the color.
Exactly. Butter is great for caramelizing anything. That's
Yes.
where the color comes from as well.
Exactly. Now we shall remove the scallop to the plate.
Okay. Now, scallops are also very, very common in Asian food as well. You know,
Yes.
Western and Asian both, in fact.
With the same pan, we're going to make the sauce. The reason why is because scallop releases its juice.
It's juice.
So you keep the
right.
stalks.
Okay.
Yeah. So here you are,
With
shallots
onions.
again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chopped shallots.
Chopped shallots. The
And
carrot.
our chopped carrots.
chopped
Okay, now these
carrots.
are very, very finely chopped.
Yeah, finely
So
chopped.
you really can't taste it also when you eat it because it's so light.
Exactly, but it gives you the color and the
Yeah.
flavor to the sauce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chopped carrots right there.
Some celery and some leek,
Leek,
right?
right?
Mix them around. Turmeric.
Turmeric has been used for hundreds and hundreds of
Oh,
years
yes.
in Middle Eastern, in Asian, in Indonesian, in Indian cooking especially.
Exactly.
And it's so good for the color
Yes.
as well.
1 tablespoon of turmeric.
Okay. And it has plenty of health benefits, isn't it?
Of
It's
course.
good for the body, and if you actually put turmeric in a bit of milk, it releases tension in your bones and your muscles.
Exactly.
So it's actually a very good, you know, sort of thing for people with arthritis or
Yes,
something.
you're right. So
Now we have our curry powder.
I put 2 tablespoons of
2
curry powder
tablespoons of curry.
and 1 tablespoon of turmeric.
Okay.
I have my white wine.
Okay.
Deglaze.
Now this is something very unusual.
Yes.
Using white wine in a dish that is this little mixture right here is very Indian, very Middle Eastern. Then we have a white wine, which is very Western. Wow. Add some of the
Add
stock.
a bit of stock.
Okay. So this is fish stock.
Yes.
And how do you make the fish stock?
Basically using from the fish bone or even from any part of the fish.
Any
head.
part of the fish,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, now the sauce is almost ready.
Fantastic.
What we need
Boiling
to
away.
Yeah, what we need to do is just add a little bit of cream
Cream.
and we are ready to serve.
Wonderful. Again, the cream will add that thickness and consistency to it.
Exactly.
And the taste that we're really looking for, right?
You're right.
Okay. We have some
Pluck some
rosemary.
rosemary to add inside.
Very Italian, very Mediterranean there.
Yeah,
Isn't it fusion? It's beautiful.
yeah, and some yellow pepper.
Lovely. So strips of red, strips of yellow capsicums.
Yeah.
What a lovely color.
Season a little bit,
Bit of salt.
pepper.
Fantastic. This lovely serving dish right
Yes.
here. Okay.
Put it aside.
We have our
Basmati
pilaf
rice.
Basmati pilaf rice.
Basmati pilaf.
Just put it into a little mold.
Yeah. First, arrange your
We
scallop
arrange them on the
nicely.
plate.
Three.
The thing with food is presentation counts for quite a bit,
Yes.
especially in a hotel like this. So you have to present everything beautifully.
Yeah. As you know, the eyes feast first.
Oh, of course.
Your sauce.
Our lovely sauce, which we made, very Indian and Middle Eastern influenced sauce.
Yeah. Dress it around the scallop.
Beautiful.
Asparagus.
So the
Can just
final
lay it-
touch is asparagus.
Yeah. Just with your garlic oil.
Okay. This
Just
is
a little bit
garlic.
on each scallop.
On each scallop, just a small
Yeah.
amount.
Yeah,
on
just a
each.
small amount to get the pungent smell of the.
Okay.
Remove the mold and
Amazing.
choose a nice sprig of basil.
Wow.
Done.
In the culinary world, presenting food is as important as the taste. And here we have this amazing dish that is so beautiful to look at. And I have been dying to try it since we started cooking it. So I'm going to start right away. And chef, go
Yes.
ahead. Okay, here we go. Bit of the rice, some of the sauce, the scallop right here. Oh, it's fantastic. The scallop melts in your mouth. Hint of garlic on top, amazing touch. And the sauce is to die for. This is truly an amazing combination. You have the East, you have the West, you have all these great influences.
All the influences inside.
And it's wonderful.
Yes.
Excellent job, Chef Paul.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you, Lena.
And we'll see you again in Cookery Corner. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Welcome to Cookery Corner, where you at home learn to make amazing dishes week after week. And with us today from the Shangri-La Hotel here in Guangzhou is Chef Paul Thin. Now, Chef, you've been cooking for us for a few weeks now, and every week it's been something very special. And I'm going to take it for a fact that today will be no different.
What we're gonna do today, the menu is basically is deep fried red snapper, marinated with yellow ginger.
With yellow ginger powder,
Exactly.
okay.
And you
Okay.
serve it with pickled vegetables, which is in Asian term we call it achar.
Fantastic. Isn't that an Indian word?
Yes.
That is, isn't it? So
Exactly.
it's actually adopted in Asian cultures.
Exactly.
And it's used all over the world now.
Yeah, you're right. We have star anise here,
Fantastic.
groundnuts, roasted groundnuts.
Which nuts are you using?
It's a normal peanuts.
Okay, peanuts,
Yeah,
okay.
peanuts. Okay, and then it is cucumber,
Cucumbers, fantastic.
stripes,
Cauliflower,
cauliflowers, carrots. Okay, you have the white vinegar there.
wonderful. Sugar,
Sugar, flour,
Great.
yellow ginger powder, and sesame,
sesame
seed.
seeds.
And
then
this
we
is
have
the
our
red
fish.
snapper
Okay.
here that's already been marinated with ginger.
Ginger. Okay,
Yellow
so
ginger
we've
powder.
taken our ginger powder and just marinated the snapper for about maybe an hour or 2 hours around
Yeah, you
there?
can even marinate it overnight.
Overnight,
You
okay.
get it better. in that
And then
way.
we have those lovely cinnamon sticks
Cinnamon
right
sticks,
there.
that's
Fantastic.
right. And this is a mixture of a batter. It's just we call it potato flour.
Okay.
Basically, 1 cup of potato flour, 1 cup of wheat flour, and 2 cups of water with 1 number of eggs.
With 1 egg, okay. And that's
Yeah.
going to be the batter that we're going to actually fry the fish in, correct?
Exactly. So we have our fish here, and
And in
this is
the
a pot of
meantime-
hot oil while you're still heating up. Okay.
So be a bit careful at home with this because
Yeah.
it does require a little bit of patience as well.
Yes. So this is marinated with yellow ginger overnight, or be 2 or 3 hours before that.
Great.
Oops. Fry it.
Put that. Okay, so
Yeah.
just
Fry.
immerse the marinated snapper into a bit of flour.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
with this batter, okay.
I have right here
Yeah.
this lovely batter with wheat flour.